Welcome back to CCRPG. We're coming back from our break tonight. Just prior, in the last episode, the crew has set up a few, let's call them signal pinging devices of some sort in a couple of the fissures that we just found in Flussdelta City. And after they went off, they noticed very quickly that a entire tenement building started to collapse as a swarm of giant car-sized insect creatures started buzzing out of it like it's a big hive. Let's check in with them and see what they're doing about that.
We're all freaking out and getting ready to run away.
So, everyone, we're going to treat this like a combat. As these terrorflies fly out of this collapsing building at your mechs, who wants to activate first?
Someone who's not me.
I mean, I can, I guess.
I mean, I'm
I
gonna.
figured somebody else would want
so...
to more. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do, really. So, yep.
All right.
Same.
Okay, I'll go first then.
All right.
All right, Orion.
Let's see. It's only 5 hexes away, so Orion's gonna target Terrorfly 5. One that's a little bit, what is that, east of us?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to pull out his... First pull out my sheet, and then he's going to fire one of his new weapons, the Andromeda pattern heavy laser rifle, which I'm just going to call the heavy laser rifle because that is a mouthful. And fire it at... he's going to do a full barrage, actually, starting with the heavy laser rifle.
Gotcha.
13.
All right. A 13 will hit their evasion.
It will take 10 energy damage and 3 burn.
Ooh.
Wow.
I set it on fire.
So, 3 burn will do 3 damage immediately.
Yep.
And then, now, they are biological, so I'm going to have to look up again real quick how burn damage affects things that don't... well, it's burn, not heat, so I think it just works like burn normally does.
I think it
So
works like burn normally does.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I take 3 heat from using that weapon.
Oh wow, that's a heavy heat cost.
Yes, it is, but its damage is 2d6 plus 3 burn on hit. So
Ooh, that's heavy.
That is a lot of damage.
it's as heavy as that weapon name is long. Right.
You kind of set up Orion as you see this swarm of insects kind of flying at your group, and you just unleash a mighty beam of devastation on one of them, and you see it like totally covers like half of its body, and part of it shrivels up and burns a little bit. It's just barely hanging on after that hit.
Which one did you attack again?
5.
Okay.
Then
Of course, all of your targeting systems sync with each other, so they're like, "Oh, target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5," so
Yeah.
they can tell each other.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
Yes. It is. It is the future.
So
And on Astro's computer, it shows this one's not a fan of my movies. This one is a fan. This one's on fire.
That's how the priority. That's how prioritization works. The more you like the movie, the lower you're on the list.
Then with a barrage, I can change targets between shots, right?
That's
between
right.
weapons. Okay. Then he's gonna follow up and target Terrorfly 3 with just a regular assault rifle.
Okay.
Which one was the first one you hit?
5.
Okay.
A 7 will miss its evasion.
But it is reliable too, so it'll take at least 2 damage.
it will take 1 damage because its hardened exoskeleton, surprisingly, is deflecting your bullets like it was deflecting that rebar and crushing rubble just a few moments ago.
Well, damn.
Interesting.
And then he is going.
Now that's some hard chitin.
Alrighty. These are streets, not okay. For some reason, my mind viewed this crosswalk up north of here as like elevation.
Oh, like a staircase.
Like a staircase.
On the map I
doesn't it?
used, the crosswalk does look a little bit like a staircase.
I'm like, maybe I can get some. Oh no, wait. Then Orion is going to move What is it? I can move 3. Still getting used to my new mech. I don't quite know all the specs by heart yet. 3. Yeah, speed of 3. So I will move there. A little bit north away from the bugs.
All right,
And that'll
sounds
be it.
good. All right, so that is Orion's turn. Terrorfly, number 5, after being righteously fucking roasted by your super crazy laser rifle, is going to kind of like almost in reaction. You see its mouth start to foam up. It's like it like almost hovers back in the air as its back arches, and it flings its head forward, and a globule of this black with kind of like almost like an oily, rainbow sheen on it, like how oil reflects like a rainbow sheen of light. Like this black pus fires at your mech out of its mouth, Orion.
Okay.
I didn't like that at all.
I kind of figured that's how it would attack, but something similar. But okay.
18 versus your evasion.
Oh, that totally hits.
All right, so on a hit, you take 3 energy damage.
2 with armor, correct?
Yes.
I have 1 armor. Okay.
And you are shredded until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that its turn then?
Well, that was its. Let's see. That was a quick action. And so it is going to also move. It is hovering in the air as its wings beat. It is going to move around south, the rest of your group, to kind of like line up with the southern street a little bit.
Interesting.
And when its turn ends, I don't know what kind of check a biological thing has to make to be not on fire.
What's it normally?
Engineering?
Okay, it still has an engineering score. It's just bad at it. So, 3. So it'll fail. It gets as far as it can until the fire takes the rest of its body, and a blackened charred husk of a fly just like lands on the ground and like withers. Right at the southern part of the intersection.
So then here's my question for you. When would the shredded effect end? Since it's no longer alive.
It will end. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say, okay, I can either do this super mean or super kind, and I'm having trouble coming up with a justification for anything in between those two.
Do you want to argue until the end of my next turn then?
Let's do till the end of your next turn.
Okay. I think that's fair, since I was planning on it dying at the end of its turn anyway.
Gotcha.
Well, that's one fly down at least.
Yeah, one of the husks of a fly, after spitting kind of a weird acidy tar at Orion, just kind of withers up from the remaining fire damage and collapses to the south of the intersection. Who wants to activate next?
I can go, I think. can I do lock-ons on bio targets? Or is that something I just have to figure out?
What does lock-on say?
So, the way I read it, oops, I just had it here. Let me bring it up. So lock-on says that you digitally mark a target, lighting them up for your teammates, targeting systems, and exposing weak points.
Yeah, it could be anything.
So yeah, it's not like you're, doing a tech attack against them or something. Okay, good. Let me just see something. Okay, so let's I'm gonna move Comet just one space over to be next to Rock. I'm going to take a quick tech action to lock on Terrafly 2. And then I'm going to do a skirmish to attack with my auxiliary mount. I have two, they're called Oracle LMG. So they flank on either side of my their auxiliary weapons that flank on either side of my mech, and they kind of retract and come or it's the opposite of retract. Telescope? Unfold out of the mech, aim at the Terrafly, and I will shoot them.
So which one did you lock onto?
I locked on to Terrafly 2, but actually I'm going to attack Terrafly 3. So I'm going to attack one I haven't locked on to.
Oh.
So someone else can consume it. Basically, I'll just explain it if anyone's confused. I left this part out. I'm sorry. When you do lock on, you digitally mark a target, and you also choose a character within line of sight, and they gain the lock on condition. So in this case, I'm choosing Rock, and any character. Wait, hold on. Actually, I might be reading this wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure you choose a target, and then they gain the lock-on condition, and then
anyone can shoot that. Yeah.
That's
I was
how
right
I
the first time.
I just confused myself. So that Terrafly 2 has the lock-on condition. All right. So, but I'm gonna attack Terrafly 3, the one I didn't lock on to.
Okay.
So let's fire my large machine guns. I guess that's what that stands for.
Lock on gives accuracy? Yes.
Hmm?
Lock on gives accuracy?
Yes, it gives it 1 accuracy. All right.
And depending on other traits and talents, it has other benefits.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Those will both miss.
Both miss. Alrighty. And for my final thing, I'll just tell Rock, attack the Terrafly, attack the insect I just painted for you. That's Terrafly 2.
I just imagine you just spray painted a target on it.
Yeah.
Target practice.
And I give you a leadership dice.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I have a feeling it's not hard to attack these Terraflies, but now you're going to have lock on and +1 accuracy from my leadership dice as well if you want to use it.
Sure, there's a way to give leadership dice in the roll 20 sheet.
All right. Well,
I'm tracking it on my end, like how many I have left, so you just need to tell me if you use it or not.
all right. Is that the end of your turn, Comet?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Drawn now by the scent of the boiling acidic liquid that is seeped onto Orion's mech, it seems to be drawing the attention of the other Terrorflies as Terrorfly 3 activates and buzzes north and is going to also attempt to spit acid at Orion.
Shred doesn't stack, does it?
It does not,
Thank God.
but it does. It does replace the previous one so that the next one lasts longer.
Okay.
That is a super miss.
Yeah. Even with my low evasion, that misses. That's a.
So I
Yeah.
rolled a 1 + 1, which equals 2. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 1 is 3. That still wouldn't have hit you. It is. It's going to finish its movement then, upset that it couldn't hit you with its acid spittle. And then when it gets adjacent, it's going to use another quick action to try and rake at you with its little scythe-like front foreclaws.
Okay.
All right, 24 versus evasion. Rolled
Well,
a 17
totally
plus
misses.
2 plus an accuracy. Oh man, that's crazy.
No, that hits.
For that, you're going to take 6 kinetic damage.
So 5. Got it.
Your armor doesn't work while you're shredded.
Oh, okay.
All right, and that is Terrafly's 3's turn. Who wants to activate next?
I
I
can.
want to go. Yeah, you get the marker. You should go first, actually.
Okay. This is gonna get weird real quick. So,
Oh,
all
boy.
right, I'm gonna activate a crack shot protocol. So I will steady my aim, and become immobilized. I will gain +1 accuracy on all attacks I make with rifles.
Okay.
You're not going to miss this attack on Terrafly 2.
You never,
I'm just
you
saying
never
that.
know.
Also, I'm going to activate the crack shot 2 function once per round. While steadying my aim and making a ranged attack with a rifle, I can attempt to hit a weak point. I gain 1 difficulty on the attack and deal a plus 1d6 bonus damage on a critical.
Nice.
So I will deal basically, if I crit, I do 1d6 bonus damage.
Gotcha.
So you have a lock on, which is 1 accuracy. I have 1 accuracy from my gun, and the leadership dice is 1 accuracy. That's 3 accuracy if I'm counting that correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, if you use the leadership die, that it was 3.
All right. I will shoot.
All right, so you're going to shoot Terrafly 2.
I choose to re-roll that. So, part of my neural link, I can re-roll the first range attack each round, but I have to keep the second result.
All right, just roll the whole macro again.
Also, since I have the spotter, did you crit? Is that a crit?
I did crit on the second one.
All right. I was just gonna say, since I have the spotter talent, since you consume lockdown, you can roll twice again and then choose either result.
Good grief.
Well, I don't need to on this one.
Yeah.
But I will deal 13 damage with that shot.
All right, so here's the thing. All the rolls for the crit are still in effect. So roll 2d6. So roll 3d6 again to see if you can get a better one than what you just rolled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's still a crit, which means you get to roll twice and take the better. So
So it's 12. So it's. I mean,
so 13
13
still
was
better.
Originally, still better. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's the even better part about that is because it's a crit, you still get to roll both and see which one's better. And that was against 2. Terrafly 2, your weapon is armor piercing, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, you just fire it and it fires straight through its torso. No resistance whatsoever. The creature is like passing dead. It's like barely able to keep itself in the air, but it wasn't a kill shot.
All right. I forgot to mention that I was barraging, so I will then pull out my Vulture DMR, my new rifle.
Okay.
And I will shoot this. This also has accuracy. but I don't have the leadership dice anymore, correct?
You've used
that
it.
got used.
Yeah.
So, okay, so 2 accuracy on this roll. That is a 22 to hit.
I think
All right,
hits.
that hits.
All right. Then I will re-roll the damage dice because it was only a 1. And get 2 damage.
So it according to what I'm looking at, why does it have like your Vulture DMR has 1 and 1?
Because it deals 1d6 plus 1 kinetic damage.
Oh, plus 1. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
But because
so
it has
you're
armor,
dealing,
it'll only deal 2. Unless it has more than 1 armor.
but you're dealing
Question.
2 plus 1, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Hey Jay, question. On your last attack, didn't you activate something that gave you a difficulty?
But he activated something that gave him an accuracy first.
But he
I
still
added
rolled
in
with
the
3 accuracy.
Yes, he would have
Yep.
had 4 accuracy if he hadn't have done that.
Oh,
Correct.
really?
Yes.
Correct,
Okay.
I don't miss.
I
Also,
only asked Jay because the 2 damage is what I was looking for there. As you gun down Terrorfly 2, what does your new gun look like when you use it?
I mean, it's just a slimmer version, I would say, of like the sniper that I pull out before. That has like this heat generator on it, so it shoots out this just metal like slug thing out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What am I thinking of? Like kind of like a rail gun kind of thing.
Okay. And you do take 1 heat for that, right?
Correct.
All right. Yeah. Remember to call that out so I remember to track it.
Correct. I take 1 heat.
All right. Anything else, Rock?
Well, if it had survived, I could have activated my other crack shot ability, but it didn't, so sucks to be him, I guess.
Oh man, how hard a life it is for you
I
to
know.
destroy those things.
I know. What are you gonna do?
That's
all I got.
All right. All of you start to feel the ground rumbling.
Oh no.
And now Terrorfly 4 is going to activate. Still incensed by the acid that is on Orion, it is going to fly towards him. And is going to make an acid spittle attack. 9 versus evasion.
That hits.
That'll hit. That does 3 energy damage, and you are shredded until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so down to 6.
Jeremy, are you updating Roll 20 also?
I will in a sec.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of my sheet.
So yeah, you should have taken what? 2 from the first attack, and then
6, and then 3.
the claws did 6, and then 3. Yeah.
Yep. So I am down to 6 HP. And I will roll 20.
And yeah, you're within its flight range, so it's going to continue the flight forward. And as it ends its flight next to you, it is going to try and rake you with its scythe-like claws. Uh, 18 versus evasion. That will be another 6 kinetic damage.
And I'm structured.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, I got attacked by 3 things while shredded.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, given the fact that all the Terrorflies are going after Jeremy, would it make sense to go after the third one before it attacks him? Or should I focus on the 2 that are swarming him right now?
It's your
It's up to
call.
you.
Decision.
Yeah. Like, I want to at least get one of them peeled away, and I imagine next round, the rest of the gang can focus on those 2.
I mean, they're
I'd be
probably
lying
still
if I
going to
told
be
you-
attacking me, so...
Yeah,
I'd be lying if I
exactly.
told you I knew what you could do. So
I'm sorry.
All right, let's roll my 2.
Ooh, 2's not a good one.
Parts of my mech will be torn off.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Yeah, that's the system trauma. You rolled a 6 on that. A system is destroyed. You choose what's destroyed, but
I'm
you
gonna
can't
choose
use.
I'm gonna choose the EVA module.
All right, yeah. Let's hope you don't have to go underwater or be in outer space on this mission.
Pretty much.
All right, yeah. As it rushes
wait.
forward, and yep.
I forgot I had the custom paint job.
Okay,
Yeah,
roll it.
trigger that.
4. Nope.
Not quite. As it rushes forward, your mech is already like dealing with these just globules of a black shiny acid that is kind of like eating away at your armor. It rushes towards you, and you just see its weird scythe-like claws just like scraping at you, like kind of rotating around you, just trying to find purchase. And it does. It finds purchase just under your EVA system, and you feel the gash on the back as it cuts through all the hoses and wiring back there, making it completely unusable.
Great.
How much
Guys, please
structure
kill
do you
these
have?
things.
All right, that's Terrafly Floor. Chimera, you're the one that's left.
What were you saying, Jay?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I had asked Jeremy how much structure do you have?
4.
Okay.
I think I've changed my mind because like the sooner we can kill these 2 Terrafly that are swarming Orion, the better. So Chimera's gonna do a dash to Terrafly 4, and then attack with uh, its melee weapon. And because I'm gonna make sure I never forget this, because I have Duelist, I get accuracy on my first attack, which will be my only attack.
Nice.
So where do I at? There we go. Add accuracy. Man, that was a bad roll.
You
That
didn't
was
add
a
accuracy. 0 accuracy on that roll.
That's weird because I set in roll 20 I had accuracy on that roll. Oh, I got it set to a 1. That's why. Well, let me just roll the let me roll the d6 manually. So it was a 9 before, but now it's a
10.
God damn, it's a 10. There's a 10 hit.
10, which means the number you needed to hit.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, I will smack it with my axe for 2 damage, and I get a Blade Master dice for that.
As you run forward and try to cut into it, you don't even get into the creature. Its hardened chitin seems to deflect your blade slightly. You do only 1 damage through its armor.
That's fine. I just wanted to do some amount of damage and get a Blade Master die out of it.
All right. Anything else, Chimera?
I think that's it for me.
All right, that'll be Chimera. And then Terrafly 1 will activate. Let me check ranges. Okay. It is going to fly towards its hive mates, but it can't quite get up to where Orion is. So it kind of like floats east of the intersection, and the 2 people who are still left kind of in the intersection are Comet and Rock, and both are about equidistant from it. So I'm just going to roll here to see what it attacks. All right, it's attacking Comet. Comet, as the Terrafly floats past the intersection, it notices it can't quite get to its hive mates, and you see this black tar-like oily bubbling come up into its face as it stretches back and then pitches forward. And that is going to be a 10 versus your evasion.
10 versus my evasion. Oh, that actually misses. I have an 11.
Ooh, nice. All right. Well, yeah, you duck, and the oily acid just kind of flies past you and starts eating into the asphalt behind you.
Nice try, sucker.
At the end of that turn, the rumbling underneath all of you becomes more intense.
There's gonna be more flies, isn't there?
I'm betting it's going to be like the queen bee or something. It's my guess.
All right, we're back to the beginning of the round. Who wants to activate first?
Can I activate first? You guys mind?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to start by targeting Terrafly 3 with my heavy laser rifle, and that is going to trigger one of my talents. Let me bring this up here. So Siege Specialist rank 2. Once per round, before rolling an attack with a cannon, which my heavy laser rifle is, all characters adjacent to you must succeed on a hull save. I'm sorry, Chuck, but you're there.
No.
Or be
I
knocked
remembered
back
that you
by
had
one
this.
space and knocked prone. You are then pushed one space in any direction. So before the attack goes off, they must all make a hull save.
So, real quick, Bob, because I know this keeps coming up, but there's never been an opportunity to apply this. I have stable structure that gives me +1 accuracy to avoid prone or knockback. Does this apply here?
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
It is a hull check, you said?
Yep.
All right, so I'll roll for Terrafly 3 first. 7 versus your save.
Which is 11.
Okay, and then Terrafly 4, 8 versus your save. So they will both miss.
They both get knocked back one space and are knocked prone.
All right, they'll both get
Nice.
knocked directly away from you, and will get knocked down onto the ground.
I'll roll next, so I get accuracy on that, so that plus my hull. 13.
Nice.
I knew it was coming. That's my excuse, and I'm rolling with it.
Well, it's a good
All
thing to
right,
know
nice.
because I have no way to, if you're there and it goes off, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remembered it as soon as I dealt my attack. Like, oh crap, Jeremy has a thing where I can't be next to him.
I want to check. I forget what prone does. It do anything else? Attacks against prone targets receive +1 accuracy.
Yep.
So my heavy laser rifle is going to have +1 accuracy against the Terrafly.
Which one?
3.
3. Got it.
Accuracy +1. And fire.
Ooh, wait, no.
Yep, I rolled a 4. That is impressive.
That's super low. Okay.
Not good at all.
And
Okay,
that brings you
so-
up into the danger zone
Yep, it brings me up into the danger zone
with 3 more heat.
with 3 more heat. Okay. And then I'm going to pull out my assault rifle and fire, and this triggers one of my new talents. The first time I attack a turn, while I'm in the danger zone, I can deal an extra 1d6 damage. And since I just hit the danger zone, this is technically the first attack I made while in the danger zone.
Okay.
So the assault rifle is going to fire. We'll see the roll, and then I'll roll the 1d6 if I actually hit. It 8, so I guess not.
Who are you shooting
Fire
at?
3 again.
3. Yeah, Nate won't cut it.
Alright, well, it takes 1 damage because 2 reliable, and I think it has 1 armor.
That's correct. It'll take another damage as you're kind of like chipping away at its chitin.
Damn it. Yeah. No, that's right. I had the accuracy in there. Alright, I'm gonna retreat 3 spaces. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, having been just right mullered, Terrafly 3 is going to try to regain its composure, so it's going to activate. It is going to unprone itself. And in the confusion, that's about all it can do, except for, let's see. It is going to because it's spent most of its energy just lifting back up off the ground after getting shattered to the ground like that. What it is going to do instead is going to spit acid at CHIMERA.
So as soon as it well, I guess it doesn't say actually the attack has to land, but it says as soon as you attack me, Chimera's armor activates and emits a pulse at Terrafly 3, which takes one kinetic damage. I'm not sure if that ignores armor or not.
You should check that.
It doesn't say. It just says the attacker first takes 1 AP kinetic damage.
AP is armor
AP
piercing.
means armor piercing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. So yeah, there you go.
All right.
Mystery solved.
All right. So I is going to do 1d20 plus 1, 9 versus your evasion.
Evasion. Where's my evasion? That is dead on. So I assume that
Right.
it's.
Yes. So you're gonna take 3 damage. And you are shredded.
It does actually be 1 damage because I have 2 armor.
All right.
Although I guess the armor affects, then I get shredded, I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in the order that it's written on its attack. So you'll take the damage first, and then you'll be shredded for any future damage.
Okay. Yep. I will update. So that'll be till the end of its next turn.
Yep.
What is a good icon for shredded?
How about the shredded one?
Yeah. Okay.
One that looks like a block of cheese.
I mean,
Demaree gets it.
how about the one that just says shred on it?
Oh, yeah. I guess that
Yeah,
one's
you have
better.
to zoom in.
Oh god, it really does say. It literally says
Yeah.
shred.
I downloaded an image pack of Lancer status ailments. So
Oh, those are
I
cool.
noticed that it was cool. Like, the only thing is I couldn't find one for leadership, but I guess it's not a status ailment.
yeah, it's not an ailment. It's not a condition.
Hey, you
Um,
mind if I activate next?
Well, I need to figure out
Oh yeah, you
one
finish
thing.
up.
I just need to make sure Terrafly can't do anything else. I'm sorry, I forget. Standing up after proning is what?
Full movement.
Yep.
Okay.
Movement.
Cool. It is going to use its other action, its other quick action to boost. So it is going to move after Orion. All right, that is Terrafly's turn as it kind of spits acid at you, CHIMERA, and before it even looks to see if it hit you, it is trying to buzz past you to get to Orion. But your pulse activates and does seem to the pulse hits into it and seems to disrupt its wings as they're beating past.
So Chimera's activating? I don't mind.
If you guys don't mind, because I want to attack Terrafly 4 before it gets out of prone, because I can get accuracy on it.
I don't mind.
Chimera's going to pull out its impaler nail gun, and we're going to see if we can do some good damage there. So I will get accuracy because it's prone. Where is my macro for that? Here it is. And hope for the best. Ooh, crit. I think that's a crit.
All right, so you're attacking Terrafly 4, right?
Yeah, so that's a 20.
Okay, yeah, 20's a crit.
So it'll do. Make sure I'm reading this right.
Chuck,
So,
can you remind me what your impaler nail gun
I was literally going
to
to say that next. So it does damage, which is going to do 3 damage.
Roll your damage die twice.
Yeah, roll it twice because it's a crit.
Good point. And then it has to make a hull save, which I'm not even sure how it works for organics.
It has a hull score.
Does it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if it fails, it gets shredded. So 6 is better.
Yeah, much better. And that is...
Well, it goes immobilized and shredded. I'm sorry.
15 versus your save value.
Where's my save value?
It'll just say save on your
right
sheet.
next to E defense on CompCon. you're in the active
Yeah,
sheet.
it'll be dead. My save is a 12.
All right. So it is not it is not immobilized.
Yep.
Also, you
shredded.
take 1 heat for using the nail gun.
Yep, that'll give me 1 heat. And I think I'm gonna stand my ground, so I'm not gonna like move or anything.
Are you gonna barrage? You only use the single skirmish action.
The nail gun is a heavy weapon.
Super heavy.
Super heavy.
Super heavy is the weapon that uses both. Heavy weapons. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. I'll might as well use my rifle while I'm at it, and I guess I also get accuracy on this because it's still prone.
It is.
So I'll switch out to my rifle. I roll a 7, which is not gonna probably hit.
Nah, 7 won't hit.
Oh well. This is fine.
So you took out your melee weapon to attack it?
No. Oh wait, no. No, that's right. Because it's too far away from melee, I use my rifle, so it's reliable too. So it does at least 2 damage.
All right, you're gonna have to re-roll the whole thing. You rolled a melee weapon,
Did I?
so
I'm
just
sorry.
go ahead and roll again.
Sorry, clicked the wrong macro. 10 still misses, I bet.
No, 10 hits,
Oh, cool.
But it
doing
does
a
2
whole 1 damage.
damage. At least it's reliable.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, anything else, Chimera?
Nope, that's it.
At the end of your turn, the rumbling becomes intense as from below the fissure that is in the center of the I keep wanting to use the wrong word for it, intersection. From underneath the intersection, almost like a plate of ground lifts up and heaves as a giant lizard-like monster kind of erupts out of the ground. It has 6 clawed arms and just like a couple of rows of angry white teeth. It is like a brownish sandy color mixed with a white kind of color. It almost looks like a cross between like a burrowing lizard and like a weird sort of dog a little bit. But the scariest part about it is that individually it's bigger than any single one of your mechs. It is size 2.
No.
As this gigantic lizard dog burrowing thing erupts out of the fissure in the center of the intersection.
Seems nice.
Just to confirm, Bob, since Terrafly 4's turn ended, I'm no longer shredded, correct?
Terrafly's 4's turn ended, so you are no longer shredded, correct.
Cool. I'm no longer... I've managed to shake off the glue.
Oh, no. Terrafly 3 went, not 4. 4's still on the ground. I'm activating the NEM packs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, you're still shredded then.
Damn, gotta put it back on.
So all of your targeting data calls this thing a NEMPAX. I don't think any of you knows what the hell that is, but your computer seems to know what it is. As this weird lizard dog burrowing thing erupts out of the ground, looks around at the things that have been making noise, and just decides to launch itself at the closest thing nearby. So it is going to move right up behind Comet, who was looking the opposite way. And it is going to... Oh, actually, why wouldn't it do this? It's angry about the noise. It's going to use its charged rampage move. It moves spaces equal to its speed in a straight line. So it is going to move through... so it started here. I can move 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is going to dash through Rock and Comet, kind of throwing them aside in its rampage.
Okay.
I need both of you to make an agility save.
Okay. Got it. Oof,
All right.
Oof. So good. I
don't.
rolled
I don't have
2.
accuracy on that. I don't think so.
So you
That's
rolled a
10.
6? Or 10, sorry.
Its save is 10. So Graham saves. Rock saves from this. And
I rolled
Astro
2.
rolled a 2, and you don't have any bonuses on that. Astro, you immediately take 4 kinetic damage.
Okay, 4 kinetic damage. Got it. That down. That'll bring me down to 7 HP.
And it is going to wheel on its haunches as it like digs its claws into the ground and turns to look back at the two of you. And it does this weird sort of yipping bark as it kind of like examines the two of your mechs. And that was its rampage. The rampage is only a quick action. Nice.
Oh, nice.
So it still has its movement, so is going to jump up next to the two of you, engaging both of your mechs, and it is going to hack at the one of... Oh, right, Rampage doesn't knock any of you down. So it is just going to claw you again, Comet, to add on to what it already did. So... 15 versus your evasion.
Will hit.
That will do 6 kinetic damage.
Okay, that takes me down to 1.
Jeez.
As this lizard dog just kind of scrapes and scratches against the front of your mech as if it is trying to burrow into you. It's almost like trying to disassemble you like some smaller prey creature.
Yeah.
And that is its turn. Who wants to activate next?
I might want to, since I close to death here. Well, not death, but close to a structure.
Mm-hmm.
Lost. Stabilize is a full action.
That's right.
All right. Just want to check something. I have a question. Like core system powers, like a lot of them are like you gain something for the rest of the scene.
Hold on one sec, Todd. You didn't move last turn, did you?
No, I did move. I moved next to
so never
Rock.
mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember how your mechs thing worked.
Yeah, if I don't move during my turn, then I become invisible.
Yeah.
But I did move. You know, like core powers, they give you like advantages for the rest of the scene. I'm like struggling to figure out why we don't just activate them right off.
Scene is a full mission. It is like so. It is multiple battles.
No,
right, so
you have it. No, you have
over?
this opposite.
I'm sorry. It affects one full battle, but it doesn't recharge until the end of a mission, which could be multiple battles.
That's it. Yeah. That's why
So
they
if
talk
you
about
have-
like core powers and stuff.
If you have 6 more fights after this, you're done if you use your core power now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I knew there was something like that. Okay, so
There are rare cases where you might be able to refill your core power, but they are rare.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right, well, I will I think I will stabilize. So I'll bring myself back up to full HP here.
So you're going to use one of your repair cat for that.
Yes. And I'm back up to 11. I have another question. You know, like when you trigger Overwatch, how does that work if you're invisible?
What are the conditions of your invisibility?
So, like, I lose my invisibility if I move, but I was wondering if, like, you know, what's the order of operations? Am I invisible and then I move, but I've already moved away, or do I lose my invisibility and then I move? Does that make sense?
What is the thing that gives you the ability?
So my integrated cloak. Basically, if I don't move at all, I'm kind of thinking of the future. I'd have to not move this turn. If I don't move, I become invisible. I was just kind of curious if later, like, I'm invisible and I try to move out of his range, I would lose invisibility, but I was wondering if I still trigger
Here's
Overwatch
Swallowtail.
or not.
At the
That
end of
makes
its
sense.
turn, the Swallowtail becomes invisible if it hasn't moved that turn.
Until
this lasts
it
until it
moves.
moves or takes a reaction, or until the start of its next turn.
I would
at
say
the start of its next turn, that kind of makes my question a moot point. Actually.
yeah, because you won't have an action with the cloak up.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I had to roll it until I had time to investigate it, I would roll it that when you move, the cloak wears off. Because it seems to me the way they're intending for this cloak to work is it only activates if you're perfectly still. Because
Yeah.
it seems like anything you do makes it go away.
Meaning it would then trigger the Overwatch, probably, right?
Yes. That's how I would roll it. Listen, when you're invisible, you still trigger Overwatch. If you're not hidden, you trigger Overwatch.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I did that, and that was a full action. I'll give a leadership die to CHIMERA. I'll say, CHIMERA, attack the big dog thing. And you have a leadership dice to use if you want CHIMERA. And I'm not going to move, and that's it for my turn. I'm now invisible. So
All right.
imagine I'm just stationary, and all of a sudden, after giving that order, you just see a kind of like a shimmering over the mech, and it activates its cloak. And you can kind of, if you look closely, you can still like make out outlines and stuff. But generally it's invisible, and hard to see.
As you go invisible, the Nempax like scratches the ground and like looks quizzically in the area it thinks you're in, but it looks really confused.
Yeah. So when it attacks an invisible, what is that like?
It's a half miss chance. It rolls a d6, and if it is above or below a certain value, it just auto misses.
Cool.
Yeah. It doesn't even get to roll its attack if it reads a certain way. All right.
I should have done something else, but it's too late. I messed up. I could have used my retractable profile as well, and that would have made me harder to hit.
I mean, to be fair, we're all kind of learning our new abilities yet. Like,
yeah,
I've
you
already
guys
made a few
are.
mistakes.
This is the first combat you've had with your new stuff, so it makes sense that you're still learning the ropes.
Yeah. Actually, it wouldn't have been that useful. So, okay. All good.
All right. Terrafly 4 is going to activate. It is going to unprone itself. And as it hovers up, it sees that CHIMERA is now hit with the acidy liquid that its companion just put on it. So it is going to boost forward.
CHIMERA alone.
Is going to boost forward. It's going to use its bonus action to get to you. Its quick action. And then it's going to try and rake at you with its claws.
I like to... Well, let's see if it hits first.
22.
That definitely hits. I'm going to use one of my Blademaster dice to parry the attack.
All right, tell me what that does.
What it does is it gives me resistance to all damage, heat, and burnt dealt by the attack, so I take half damage.
So you take normal damage because you're shredded.
I mean, you're right, but like that doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, you don't benefit from armor or resistance while you're shredded. So giving yourself resistance, unfortunately, won't help.
Really?
Yes.
Shredded.
Shredded is just a condition that is on you that says while you are shredded, you cannot benefit from armor or resistance.
Damn it,
So
yeah,
if you
I'll
give
do that.
yourself resistance, shredded just makes that not be a thing. So you might as so I'm gonna let you keep your Blade Master dice so you don't use it.
Thank you.
Right now, because of the acid, it has basically a weak spot it can attack on you, and you can't do anything about it.
Okay, hit me with your best shot.
It did.
Crit.
Yeah, it did that. So you take 6 kinetic damage.
Okay, I'll take the damage.
It could be worse. Could have had 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
that's the worst. All right.
We're all learning here.
So that is the end of Terrafly 4's turn, Orion. So your shredded drops at this point.
Woohoo!
All right. Rock, it's back to you.
All right, I'm the last one this round to activate.
Yes, that's right.
Does Terrify 3 hurt at all?
I think
What's
I dealt
that?
some damage.
Oh, Terrafly. Okay. Yes, it was minorly peppered with some damage.
All right. I'm just gonna disengage, I think, from the Nempax. And move.
I forget.
Move
Is
west? Huh?
is that
I don't think.
is that a thing you can do?
Correct. It is a full action. When you
Oh,
disengage, you attempt to
that's what the
extract yourself
downside
safely from
is.
a dangerous situation.
Okay. I just I don't have a firm grasp of the ones that everyone has access to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna disengage and then back off.
Okay.
Boring, but that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, that's the downside, I guess. They make it possible to completely back out, but you have to give up your whole everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is going to be Rock using the opportunity of the Nempax being confused by Comet's cloaking device to back out of the situation completely. So that will Rock. And then Terrafly 1. Terrafly 1 is going to see that Chimera is coated with the acid, and it will send it into a frenzy. It is going to hover around or to the north of Nempax and is going to spit another set of spittle at Chimera.
You know, I just remembered I forgot to activate. Well, I forgot. It's my fault. This time I will activate Shrike Armor.
Is it within range?
Yeah, within 3.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. So you deal 1 armor piercing to it, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So as it sends its spittle through the air, it rolled a 15. So I believe that'll hit you.
That will definitely. Hit.
So it throws another globule of the dark, oily acid to start coating more of your mech with it. So you are going to take 3 energy damage. And now you are shredded until the end of its next turn.
That piles up, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is not good.
And then it's going to move in on you and rake at you with its claws.
Is there anything I can do about this? Nope, because everything gives me resistance, which I can't do because I'm shredded.
16 versus your evasion. So it'll do another 6 kinetic damage to you.
Oof, there goes the structure. Give me a sec. Just recording the damage. Yep, I take a structure damage for that. So let's have fun with that.
Does your Shrike only happen once per round, like once per turn, or is it per every attack?
It is every attack, so it does take
okay,
another.
So it does take another 1 damage.
Yep.
So that's good. At least it hurt itself twice.
It's gonna take a while for me to get used to, but yeah, every time I get attacked within 3 range, I do that.
All right, so you are hit for another structure.
Well, 1. This is the first
Well,
time.
in my head, the structure you were dealt in the first mission is still fresh in my mind
Ouch.
because there was so much of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I roll a d6 to see what happens. Oh wait, actually, don't I do paint job first?
Yes, you roll your paint job first.
So if I get a 6, it's just scratching the paint, and it's a 2, so forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Okay, so here's the actual structure roll. Which is a 4. What is a 4?
4 is system trauma. Roll another d6.
4.
4. Choose one system to be destroyed.
Well, let's see. I have a caltrop launcher and a web gel snare. That would be great for flying enemies. I'm going to do the caltrop launcher.
All right.
That means I well, at least I'm full health again. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you bump back up to full health. And at the end of this round, Torsay comes over your communications. She's been kind of like monitoring the fight. You can tell that she's like noticed what's going on because you've been getting like targeting data updates from her.
Yep.
She just hasn't been talking. But all of you notice she comes over your comms and says, guys, I think I figured out what the blip was from the reading earlier. Just hold out a bit longer.
Okay.
I assume it's not.
Working on it.
I'm sure it's not these things, is it? Because otherwise, no shit.
No, but it might be something I can use to help.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do what we can.
All right, beginning of the new round. Who wants to go first?
Can I go again?
Go for it.
Okay. Since I am no longer shredded, but I see CHIMERA as being surrounded, I am going to take aim at...
And put her out of her misery.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to do what CHIMERA fears the most and set her on fire. Twice.
I have an old Yeller flashback here right now, or just me? All right.
Sad part, Bob, is I was actually thinking that. I just didn't want to say it.
I'm going to take aim at Terrafly. Which one did you damage the most? 4?
Probably.
All right, I am going to take aim at Terrafly 1 with my heavy laser rifle. And since this is the first attack I made, the rifle will deal an additional 1d4 and 2 heat. I don't know how heat applies to biologicals.
It just does energy damage.
Okay. I didn't mention it last time, but I missed the weapon, so... Weapon roll. So, I'm going to attack Terrafly 1. No accuracy, so I'll remove that with roll. And here we go. And I miss. 4. And I take
4
3
is
hit.
not 4 is not good.
Not great.
Nope. I take 3 heat, so I'm up to 9.
Oh man, you're 1 from the edge.
I'm gonna follow
you're one
up
step closer to the edge.
with
You're
the
about to
assault
break.
rifle on this Terrafly 4.
All right.
Ooh, that is good.
That totally hits
18.
for a so 3 damage plus its armor, so 2 will get through to Terrafly 4.
That's really all I can do because I missed. Rolled a 4. All right,
Is that you, Orion?
that's me.
At the end of Orion's turn, you all start to hear another buzzing.
Wonderful.
God damn it.
All right, the Nempax, who has been sitting here confused for a little bit, still sees the weird shiny in the air and wants to beat it up. So it's just going to like lash out at whatever that is. So I know it's one way or the other. It doesn't really matter which. We'll say high is good for it. So if it rolls a 3, 2, or 1, it just misses completely.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh.
it rolled a 5, so it still gets to attack.
Okay.
And then it is going to lash out at you with its... oh, right, I also need to roll a recharge dice. So I'll just roll another d6. 3. Does it get its rampage back? No, it doesn't. So that's good for you.
Yay.
It is going to smack at the shiny air with its claws. Only 6 versus evasion.
That'll miss.
All right, that'll miss. It slaps at the empty air and it's like confused. It probably very minorly, like one of its claws probably like scraped against some metal, but not enough to hurt anything. And it just doesn't seem to understand what's going on.
Sure.
So it is going to use its swift ability to boost as a free action. So it is going to move double its speed because it's going to move and boost.
Okay.
So if you want to activate a thing, COMET, an Overwatch, you can, because it's starting a movement while it's in range of you, if you have anything that has threat on it.
I mean, you do lose your invisibility if you do it, though, because it is a reaction.
Yeah, that would be fine. I don't think I actually have weapons that have threat, though.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't have any melee weapons, then yeah.
So I can't really do anything. Yeah.
Or a shotgun or something like that.
Yeah, I just have my
I thought
rifles.
all weapons have at least a threat of 1 or something, right?
I was
think they
not sure.
do. But I
seen,
think
like,
they
on
do, but he would
shotguns
still have difficulty on using a ranged weapon and engaged.
Because he's engaged, yeah.
I've seen on shotguns and melee weapons, though, they actually have like a little thing that says what
For
the threat is.
But that's but they do that for those because CQB weapons can like be longer than just
more.
1.
Sure.
Where did I?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If that's true, then I will try it. I mean, what the heck?
Aha, okay, I found it. It is on page 64,
Okay.
and it says, unless noted otherwise, all weapons default to threat 1.
All right. So I'm engaged. I would have disadvantage.
You would have
Okay.
disadvantage to fire a gun against it, yes.
Okay, but
A difficulty,
one thing,
yes, sorry.
difficulty. But one thing I forgot last time was my Oracle LMGs are accurate weapons, so that would cancel out.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
I'll
handy.
take the Overwatch, and I'll just attack with my Oracle LMGs. Boop boop. I
crit?
rolled.
Do you get to
And-
fire both of those as an Overwatch?
If they're auxiliary on auxiliary mounts, can I? I might be a little unclear. They're on my auxiliary mount, so I don't know if I fire the whole mount or just one of them.
Silence as we look up the rulings.
Yeah.
A hostile
That's
creature starts any movement inside one of your weapons.
It says
threats.
weapon. Yeah. Once per round, immediately using that weapon to skirmish against the character. So it's a skirmish. So it's not a full mount.
When you skirmish with an auxiliary, though, isn't there something that says you can use your other auxiliary?
I thought there might be abilities and stuff I'm going based off of what the Overwatch reading says. It says if it moves inside one of your weapon's threat, immediately using that weapon to skirmish against the character as a reaction.
Okay,
And the way it works for all reactions is you only get to do one per round. So you only get to fire one Overwatch.
Does it count as doing a skirmish?
It says skirmish in the wording.
Because the wording for the auxiliary tag is auxiliary weapons can be used to make an additional attack when a mech attacks with another weapon on the same mount as part of a skirmish or barrage, but they don't deal bonus damage if used this way.
Okay, yeah, we'll run it that you can. I'll just say that yes. Why not?
All right. Cool. So, my first was a
For
20...
for the word skirmish to be bolded in the Overwatch thing, just was like, okay, then I'm just gonna run it like you skirmished any other time. So
Yeah. And if I skirmished any other time, I could attack with both, but the second one wouldn't deal.
yeah, so it'll be the same deal now.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I rolled 20 and 19.
Reroll
20
your
and
first
19
one,
both
D3.
hit. Yep.
1d3, 3 damage.
Good, because its hard hide is tough to your bullets. So the 1 wouldn't have done any damage. The 3 now gets through 2 damage.
All right.
And then your 2 gets through an additional 1 damage. So in total, your Overwatch has dealt 3 kinetic to it.
Okay.
As it takes its boost and movement to move. It is going to move up to try and get in between both Rock and Orion to engage both of them.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any juice to keep attacking because it didn't recharge its rampage, so that is the Nempax's turn. Who wants to activate next?
If I go, I think I could do some things to help you guys.
I wouldn't mind getting some help with the Terraflies. Like, I was thinking I'd go if no one else was going to attack them.
Up to you. I think I can help you, at least give you an advantage against the Terraflies.
I mean, I'm going to be attacking with a melee weapon, and Blade Master gives me a accuracy on melee attacks, so I wouldn't... Well, double accuracy is better than single accuracy, I guess.
Oh, Chimera's gonna have a problem with 3 flies coming at him.
That's my main concern, is I don't really need the accuracy as much as I just need these flies to stop attacking me.
All right. Do you want to
go? Yeah, let me go then. So I'm going to switch back to my beam axe, and then I'm going to activate as a protocol its beam ability, so it does extra damage.
All right, so you're gonna burn one of your energy ammo to activate the energy edge on your axe.
Yep, and my current shred is based on Terrafly 4, I think.
Your current shred is based off of Terrafly.
I think it's 1.
Is it 1?
It is 1. That's the most recent one that hit you.
Yeah, I've lost track because they're all trying to tear me apart.
Terrafly 3 hit you, and then Terrafly 1 hit you.
Okay. Let me do 1 then. So, activating as a protocol, so I'll spend making a note of my notes to use 1 beam axe. And then I still have 1 accuracy because it's a first melee attack. So let's hope it actually lands a hit. Ooh. God damn it. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, it's not going to do nothing. Double negative. That's not going to do anything. So, melee. Actually, not. I actually meant to do something beforehand, but Oh, I forgot, so it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have made it. Actually, it would have made a difference. Can I? Well, I already dealt the attack. I don't think I can retcon that, can I, Bob?
You rolled a failed roll already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's too late. I meant to use a dice to knock something prone.
Oh, right. Yeah, your charge prone thing.
No, actually, so Blade Master has the ability called Trip, which it's weird to have Trip on a flying creature, but the description has nothing to do with flight. It just says that they have to pass an agility save or they fall prone.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
But it doesn't matter because I already
Yeah.
attacked, so that's on me. So I think if I can do anything else. I do get a I didn't hit. That's right. It doesn't matter.
It's not a super heavy weapon, so you could attack with a shotgun if you wanted.
Yeah, I could. Let me do that because I need
Because you're doing because you could either do 2 quick actions or a full barrage.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't moved, so yeah. Let me switch to my rifle and try to do a little more damage. And this will be reliable, but I will have difficulty on this because of movement range. So, assault rifle. Let's see. I'm making sure I'm doing this right. So, 1 difficulty. I rolled a 4.
Nice.
Man, 4 is not going to do it, but you do get the 2 reliable. Which one were you hitting?
Terrafly 1.
All right, so Terrafly 1 will take 1 through his armor.
Yep.
As you're constantly bashing into its chitin. You haven't broken through, but you are making some dents.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes?
I gave you a leadership die to attack the Nempacks.
Yep.
You know, as a free action, you can always give it back to me. That's something you want to do.
I don't think I'm going to be attacking impacts for a while. You can have it
That's
back.
what I figured.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. You can take it. Well, that's
All right,
unfortunate.
anything else, Chimera?
I think I've exhausted everything I can do. So, or would want to do. So, I think that's me.
All right. Back to the other side. I'm going to activate Terrafly 3. Terrafly 3 is going to spit its acid spittle at you, Orion.
Okay.
10 versus evasion.
That hits.
All right, so that is going to do 3 energy damage and cause shred. But you're not shredded anymore, so you get the benefit of the armor for this at least.
Okay, so I take
So
2.
So that'll only get 2 through your armor. So what are you at now?
15.
Okay. Yeah, because you healed up, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And it is, now that you're shredded, it's going to charge forward and try to tear you open like a can with its claws. 26 versus evasion.
Why is it always critting?
That's a good question.
Well, they all have accuracy, so...
Yep. They're an accurate bunch with their claws. That is going to be 6 kinetic.
Down to 9.
All right. And I
You have a lot of
believe that's
HP.
all
I have
Terrafly
17.
3 can do.
Wow.
That's all I have.
He's a big boy.
That doesn't seem to matter, though, with Shredded.
Yeah, Shred's rough for those of you who just picked up armor recently.
Oh,
All right, that's its turn.
It frickin' sucks.
Who wants to activate next?
Please kill these flies.
I can help out.
Please.
You guys are good with me doing that. So,
I'm very good with you for doing that.
all right. So, here's what I'm going to do. Wait, let me just make sure. Okay. First of all, as a protocol, I'm gonna. No, actually, I'm not going to do that because I want to attack as well. So I'm going to. Gosh, I can lock on more than once, can't I? Could do 2 tech actions. Quick tech.
You can only do a thing once per turn.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Unless it's a free action giving it to you, you can't repeat a thing.
Okay. Back to what I was going to do. So I'll take a quick action, and I will lock on to Terrafly 1. That's the one that's next to Chimera and the other Terrafly. I'm going to aim my Oracle LMGs at Terrafly 4 and attack with them. So a skirmish. So let's roll that up. So
Yeah, go for it.
Same deal. I roll both of them. The second one won't get bonus damage. So I did crit on the second one.
Yeah,
I rolled
roll it
a
again.
15 and a 21. But if I don't get bonus damage, then is bonus damage crit damage?
No. Bonus damage would be like 2 + 1 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, gotcha.
You don't get to add anything onto these.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the 2's still the better. So you do 1 and 1 damage to it.
All right, 1 and 1 damage. Also, okay, and that's gonna be my turn. The second tier of my spotter talent says that if I did not move and I took the lock on quick action, I may lock on again as a free action. So I'm going to lock on the NEM packs. Additionally, when I lock on, I learn the target's armor, speed, evasion, E-defense, mech skills, and current HP, and can share this information with allies.
Okay. Yeah, you scan it down and transmit the data to everyone's computers. Luckily your computer seemed to know what a NEMPAX was anyway, so it kind of like confirms it. Tell me the thing and I'll give you the answer. So let's just go through the list.
Yeah. Okay, so armor
1,
speed
6,
evasion
10.
10. E-defense, I don't know if that works for
Technically 10, but it would have to be under specific circumstances.
any mech skills.
Well, it has a lot of skills.
It says mech skills specifically, so I kind of figure
it has teeth.
it doesn't have any. Has bio skills.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you because they're written in the same way that skills would be written on like a mech would be. So let's just give it to you. It has an ability called Rampage that only recharges on a 5+.
Okay.
That's the thing where it charges through you and does 4 kinetic if you failed an agility save. It has Burrower, so at any point it can use a quick action to just burrow underground and move through it with its normal speed. It has Swift. As a free action once per round, it can boost. And it has Reinforced, meaning it has additional structure.
Okay. Interesting. And then its current HP.
Current HP is 11.
Okay, cool. I'm like Kamari. Just do the little scan thing and get all this cool info.
Do you know Lancet as well?
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, you
I'll
need to learn
activate
its Rampage ability and then go use it on one of those Terraflies to get its Acid Spit ability.
All right, cool. By the way, another thing is once per round when I inflict lock on, the target also becomes shredded. I guess that would be on the Terrafly one. I don't know if it has armor, but it's
Yes,
shredded.
it does.
Okay.
And that armor is now shredded.
Cool. Okay. After that, I haven't moved, so you see the shimmer kind of go across the whole mech. It goes vroom, and it's invisible again. That's it for me.
All right, nice. Comet gets a lot done. Comet, at the end of your turn, the buzzing gets louder. All right, let's
Chimera, attack Terrafly 1. Leadership die.
Thank you.
I'll allow it.
Just under the line.
Yeah. Speaking of Terrafly 1, Terrafly 1's going to activate. It is going to, with difficulty, spit acid at you, Chimera, because now it's engaged with you.
Yep, and I'm going to remember that I can emit a pulse, so it'll take 1 armor piercing.
7 versus evasion.
Holy snap, it actually misses.
Well, the difficulty rolling a 6 really helped out there. It rolled 12 plus 1 minus 6, so
yeah,
that is very good. And then, as it attacks, you emit a pulse, and it'll take an additional abrasive damage as it tries to get in on you. You are still shredded, so it is going to rake its claws against you.
And it takes another armor piercing, which I'm hoping this adds up.
Yeah, it keeps going down. That is a 22 versus your evasion.
Let me check. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, good. You're gonna go ahead.
Is it?
What's that?
Is it?
Yeah. You're gonna take 6 kinetic damage.
Okay. Very well. I will take it. Am I still shredded? Or do I get new shredded?
No. At the end of this round, at the end of this turn, you are now no longer shredded.
Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, your shredded drops.
Finally. It's funny. I built this new mech, and apparently my one weakness is getting shredded. And
hey,
the
Chuck,
first thing,
what's your HP at now?
I didn't subtract it yet, but it should be at 9. I just didn't get around to it.
Okay. Yeah, because you had just structured recently, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I was keeping track of the right thing.
Yeah, this is the first time I've taken damage since structure damage.
So that is Terrafly 1's turn. All right, Rock, it's up back to you.
All right. I'm going to potentially take a hit here. But I want to... The order of this seems weird, but I want to boost with an overcharge.
You cannot overcharge until the end of your turn.
The end of your turn, okay.
Yeah, it has to be the last thing you do.
Right, okay. Does that change what I want to do? Probably just do this instead. Okay. So I'm going to shoot my Vulture DMR at Terrafly 3 on Orion over there.
All right.
This is with just
So
one
you're firing
accuracy.
over Orion's shoulder there to try and take out the 3 that's been hounding him.
Yep. It's a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits. No.
20.
It is a 20 to hit.
20.
Plus 1 to attack.
Oh, right. Yeah, correct. It is a 20 to hit.
Because of your frame's passive ability gives you a +1.
That's right. I forgot about that already, even though it's right there. So I'll deal 4 damage to it then.
All right. So, is this armor piercing?
No.
Okay. So 3 of that will get through. And then you take 1 heat, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
All right.
Sorry. This was the Nempax you just attacked?
No,
That
he
was
shot
Terrafly.
Terrafly 3.
Okay.
I might as well do a full barrage and shoot my auxiliary weapon too. Yeah, I'll just do that. 17 to hit.
17 will hit it.
All right, 2 energy damage.
All right. One of that energy damage will get through, taking it down even more. Anything else, Rock?
Yes. So now I'm going to overcharge.
Gotcha.
So I'll gain 1 more heat. I think it's just 1 for the first time, right?
That's correct.
All right. So I'm going to use that to boost. And I have rapid burst jump jet system. So whenever I boost, I can fly until the end of my turn.
Okay.
I would like to fly south to one of the large buildings and kind of fly up on top of it.
All right. As you start your movement within the Nempac's range, it is going to take its Overwatch on you.
Yep.
It rolls a 15 versus your evasion.
That actually just hits.
Okay. That will do 6 kinetic damage.
Okay.
All right. Yep. So you use your overcharge and boost up to the top of the kind of the building on the southwest corner of the intersection. So you're at the very corner of the building, looking down on the fight that's happening.
Correct. That's it.
All right. Gotcha. And that is Rock's turn. So Terrafly 4 is the only one left to act.
That is correct.
Is anyone currently shredded?
Me.
You are? Okay, I forgot to put the thing back.
Terrafly 1 is shredded if he wants to attack him.
CHIMERA, you may take an Overwatch on Terrafly 4 because he is starting a movement.
With pleasure. So I'm going to attack with melee weapon, and I guess I don't get accuracy on this because I've already attacked once already. So, man, my rolls.
All of
Yeah.
our rolls tonight are just horrible.
Yeah, two's gonna miss. It is going to dart past you. Well, actually, from where it is, first it's going to shoot acid spittle at Orion. 16.
That hits.
So that is going to be 3 energy damage, and now you're shredded till the end of Terrafly's 4's next turn.
Okay.
And following the scent of the bubbling acid is going to fly past CHIMERA to you, Orion, and is going to try and rake you with its claws. 14 versus evasion.
Oh, about to be structured.
Dang.
Because I have 6 health left.
Yep, that's going to do another 6 kinetic.
I'm just...
You are getting beat up on.
Yeah, this is like the payday fight for me, where I just kept on getting destroyed.
I probably should have just used my core power. It would have really helped you.
Is that the one where you say? Is that the one where like you change reality?
Yeah, sort of. We'd roll a d6, and on a 4+,
it was all according to your calculations.
Yeah. And then he can even move, teleport through
that's
spaces.
Some extremes.
Ooh, huffa duffa. Okay, well, you take the lowest, so that is a single 1. You have 2 structure left, so that is a direct hit. Your mech must pass a hull check or be destroyed.
Hey, Jeremy, real quick, did you do your paint job? You have paint job, right?
Oh, yeah, roll your paint job.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Nope.
Unfortunate.
That was a 1. It was worth a shot.
Where? Oh, there it is. Okay, I rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, you totally pass. So, on a successful check, your mech is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Great. Just what I need while surrounded by 3 enemies.
Yeah, it's not what you want. So stun mechs cannot overcharge, move, or take any actions.
I basically can't do anything.
And at the end of that round, all of you on your on each of your individual various detection and radar systems and all that kind of stuff inside of your mechs all detect a sudden spike of some sort of power signal, something coming from the west. And oddly, every one of the biologicals looks in that direction.
Can we?
Interesting.
We any idea what it is, or we just know it's coming?
All of you notice that there was a strange power spike, a signal coming from the west, and the Terraflies and the Nempacks all looked west at the same exact time that you guys got that reading.
Yeah. Anything from Torsay?
She has not said anything yet.
Would I be able to send a message, or is that sort of like an action?
If we want to start the next round, if you start the round, you can do that as part of your turn.
Sure. Unless anyone has any objections.
No.
Maybe
Not
the
at
guy
all.
that's stunned goes first.
What's that?
Maybe the guy that's stunned goes first to clear it. Is it at the end of your round?
Yeah, it would be at the end of Orion's turn that stun clears.
I'm just saying maybe Orion goes first. That's all.
Yeah, no,
Makes
Ryan
sense.
should go.
All right. We
I'm
gonna
screwed
let
either
Orion
way.
clear his stun?
Yeah, but
Sure.
you're potentially less screwed.
Yep, I'll go and clear my stun while still
All right.
shredded.
Your stun clears. At the end of Orion's turn, just north of where Orion, Chimera, and Comet are standing, the ground starts to rumble as the asphalt tears away at the ground, and a giant lizard-like dog creature bursts up from the asphalt.
Another impact.
Another
Okay.
Nempax surfaces out of the asphalt, crawling up to the surface. It's not its turn yet. That's just it appearing. So let me activate one of the people I already have on the field. Okay, yeah, I'll do the other Nempax. I'm gonna activate Nempax number 1. It is looking strangely to the west. It looks back at all of you, growls, and starts to stalk away to the west. And that's going to be its turn. It wants to activate next.
Toward the signal.
Towards the signal.
Okay.
Ryan, you already went, right?
Yeah, cleared his stun. I was thinking I might go and just activate my core power since things are looking bad, but maybe if everyone is distracted by this energy pulse.
I would hold off. Also, because I might just use another BMAX since I have I think triple accuracy on this Terrafly right now. I might just try to finish it off in one quick sweep.
Yeah, if you want to go.
Yeah,
sounds good.
The way I'm calculating this, so I have accuracy from first melee attack. I have accuracy from leadership die. I have accuracy from lock on. That's a lot of accuracy.
That's a lot of accuracy.
For you to roll
And
a
he's
2
shredded.
What was that?
Rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, shush. So I'm gonna
stop rolling 1s and 2s, and you should be maybe
Well,
okay.
Well, let's see what triple accuracy does for me. I'm gonna use.
So wait. So we decide that Chimera's gonna activate next.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna use. I'm gonna activate my BMAX again, so this will be the second usage of it. 3 accuracy. I think I can land a hit on this. We'll see.
No.
What?
No, you have 4 accuracy.
What's the 4th one?
It's distracted by the signal to the west.
Oh my goodness! Thank you.
Nice.
That's literally the max amount of accuracy that Roll20 supports. There's no drop down for 5. It stops at 4. Okay, let's see how this goes. 8?
You rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1 plus 6.
Oh,
okay,
man.
okay. Let me just see something. The roll is a d20. Oh my god.
Even with
Well-
all the accuracy in the world, if you roll a 1 or a 2, it's like not gonna be.
I think my soul's been crushed.
Oh, no.
Poor Chuck.
So is is that your turn, Chuck?
No. I can still do one more thing. I can use my reliable weapon at least do something. I assume this uses the die. So let me remove that from my marker. Yeah, I'm done. I think that killed me right there. Melee weapon, or sorry, assault rifle, reliable 2. 12, does that hit?
You rolled
Yep.
with 4
Well, hit.
accuracy.
I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah.
matters, though.
Oh, you rolled with 4 accuracy.
I forgot to disable that. Let me do it again.
You rolled a 7.
Oh, was it? Okay, 7 still misses, I bet.
That would have missed, yeah. So you
Well,
do
the enemy
reliable.
is shredded.
So yeah, you'll do the 2 full reliable damage since
Yeah.
it's shredded. As it takes damage, that seems to break it out from its distraction with the signal to the west.
I would assume a shot to the head would do that.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean,
Is that your turn, Chimera?
I think that is my turn. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do.
Cry.
I'll do that after the recording. I'm gonna save it for later. Yeah, I was thinking about running over to help Orion, but actually I should help Orion. So I'm gonna spend my
You're going to get an Overwatch attack off. They're
not
going to get an
necessarily. I'm gonna spend my Blade Master die to faint, which means I can avoid engagement.
Oh, nice.
Does that still trigger Overwatch or?
If you move while in within the spaces of a thing, you take an Overwatch. That's not engagement that causes that.
I had a feeling they were separate things, but I wanted to check. I don't want to trigger any more damage, so I'm gonna stay where I am. So that's me. I'm done.
All right, Terrafly 1, who has been broken out of its stunned kind of obsession with what's out west, is going to start attacking you again, Chimera.
As it does.
And is it still shredded? What was causing the shred on it?
My lock on. It's one of my traits. When I do a lock on once per round, I can. The target also becomes shredded.
That's handy.
For how long? When does the shred?
So I'm a little confused. It says when the swallowtail inflicts lock on, its target becomes shredded until the end of its next turn. Is its next turn referring to
It's referring
the
to the target.
swallowtail or the target?
The target.
Yeah, the target.
And it is unclear though. I feel like they could have worded that better.
I'm going to say it's the target because a lot of conditions fall off of you at the end of your turn, like stunned and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say when its turn is over, it goes away.
Okay.
Okay, so the Terrafly is going to start attacking you again, Chimera.
I immediately made a pulse, so it does.
Yeah, that's
armor
fine.
Piercing.
Plus 1d6. All right, its acid spit is going to miss, and then is going to rake at you with its claws.
So it'll take a second to armor piercing damage.
12 versus evasion, as you continuously hit it with these pulses.
I'm going to parry that because I am actually not shredded and can actually get resistance this time around.
Okay. 6 kinetic.
It'll be 3 connect, wouldn't it?
I'm just telling you what the total is. You can figure out the rest.
Yeah, it'll
3
be
kinetic, and then take away your armor.
My what?
Do you have any armor?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so actually it'd be 1. Right, because I have armor too. I forgot. I when I'm not shredded, I actually have armor.
So the 2 armor comes off, which takes it down to 4, and then resistance.
So armor applies first, then resistance, or it's the other way around?
I don't know.
Let's figure it out.
All right, this is a good thing to test.
So Todd, how you doing?
Doing well.
How you
Thinking about
doing the game?
life.
Good.
Just being invisible, out of sight, while everyone else takes a beating. Pretty good. Glad I picked the swallowtail.
Yeah. Have you
Meanwhile, I'm
structured?
crying in a corner surrounded by bees.
Resistance is after armor has been applied. So the 2 armor brings it down to 4, and then half of 4 is 2.
All right, so I'll take 2 damage for that.
That's good, because the other way around is way more powerful.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do it that because the armor just prevents the damage from happening totally.
Yeah.
It makes more sense this way. All right,
2 damage.
cool. So 2 damage gets through to you. And yeah, it's gonna float there. All right, who is activating next?
I can. No one minds.
Go for it.
All right. First of all, the second Nempax that's north of us, does it also look distracted by that signal?
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Yeah.
It just came out of the ground.
Yeah.
You don't know what it was coming up the ground for.
So, can I start my turn? Just radio Torse and say, that energy pulse, was that you?
Yeah, the thing that I thought I saw earlier, I found it. It's there's these weird things planted around the city. I was able to turn one of them on.
I'll say to the others, don't attack yet. They may be distracted. Wonder lock on. Break.
I don't think so. It's not an attack, and it's not like it's a digital creature. It doesn't know what a lock-on is.
Right. It's not even. I mean, even if it was a mech, it's not even a tech attack. It's
not like you're walking up and spray painting them.
Right. I'm going to bolster. How does bolster? I always forget bolster. Is that happen within sensor range?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will lock on. Let's lock on Nempax 2, since I'm not sure about his status yet. And let's bolster Orion. And that's just 2 quick tech actions I'm taking. And that'll be the end of my turn. Once again, my spotter talent lets me lock on again, so I'm going to lock on, let's say, Terrorfly 3. So Terrorfly 3, Nempax 2 has lock on. Nempax 2 is shredded. And also, if you could tell me HP of Terrorfly 3.
Terrafly 3 has 2 HP.
Okay. What's its evasion?
10.
Okay. I don't need to stuff. That's good.
Okay.
All right. That's it for old Comet. I go invisible again. Vroom.
Vroom.
That's the noise it makes.
All right. Terrafly 4 is going to activate. Terrafly 4 is going to start moving. So up to Orion if he wants to take his Overwatch.
Which way is it moving?
It starts its movement. That is the trigger for Overwatch.
He won't take an action.
Okay. It is going to fly in the same direction that the Nempax 1 went, seemingly following it down the road. And that is going to be its turn. All right, Rock, you're up.
All right. Terrafly 3 hasn't activated yet.
Nope.
All right. I'm going to stabilize to clear my heat and to reload my gun. Those are the two things I can do with that. Yeah. And that Terrafly 1 looks real weak, right?
No.
3 looks real weak.
Almost no damage has been done to Terrafly 1.
Oh. Well then. Okay. That
one's broken. Stupid too.
I shouldn't say almost no. It's a little bit above half.
The 3 did break out as well?
I mean, it hasn't been hit yet.
Okay.
The only one that's been attacked is Terrafly 1.
I thought Todd said it did.
No, I said Terrafly 1.
Okay. Then I'll take out Terrafly 1 then. I'm going to overcharge. So 1d3 heat. 1.
Oh, nice. 1 heat rock.
Alright, then we're going to roll this. And there's no other accuracy other than just my base accuracy on for attacking him right now.
No, his distraction has broken out.
Alright. I crit.
Alright, roll that damage again. Alright, so 6 is still the better.
Correct.
Alright. Not quite enough to finish it off.
I mean, doing any damage at all is appreciated.
I think I can only do a quick action with the overcharge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's my skirmish. Okay, that's it.
Alright. And that is rock. Now Terrafly 3 is going to activate and start moving. Orion, up to you.
I'm going to let it go.
All right. It flies between you and the building you're kind of standing next to and follows its hive mate west. At the end of its turn, the crumbling building to the southeast of the intersection, 2 more giant buzzing terrorflies tear out from underneath the concrete there. So Terrafly 6 and 7 have joined the combat. And that is the end of the round.
Does 6 and 7 seem to be heading to the west?
It's hard to say. They just broke out of a collapsing building.
Yeah, same story with Nempax 2 when I asked her.
Gotcha.
At the end of that round, Torsay comes on over your group speakers and says, so side effect of the power being off in this city for a while is that the thing I turned on isn't going to be on for very long.
I go over the link. When I hear that, I'm going to say, guys, we should retreat quickly.
I'm a fan.
Agreed.
Take out the one that's broken out of its stupor and retreat quickly.
That's number 1.
Yes.
That's the one.
How
that's, like,
long do we have, Torse?
A few minutes, maybe longer, maybe like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
we can work with that.
Orion's right.
All right. Saying that, can I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
All right. So I'm going to. How do I want to do this? I'm going to stabilize, and then I'm going to use one of my mech's feats. Which when I stabilize, I can choose to either clear all heat or take myself to half. So I'm going to take myself to half. So I will go from 9 to 5.
Okay.
Working 9 to 5.
But I'm still in the danger zone. Then I'm going to overcharge, which will bring me up to 6 heat because I have not overcharged once. And then I'm going to fire my heavy laser rifle at the number 1, which will add another 3 heat, bringing me back to 9.
Jeez.
And I've come full circle.
Man,
And
you're fucking glowing.
here's hoping. Oh, before I fire, because I stabilized, my ZF4 solid core gains 1 charge.
Okay.
And here we go. Frick.
Yeah, a 9 active, a 9 hit just isn't enough.
God damn it. Well, at least it's not a 2. And then I'm just gonna move 3 spaces south. Not in the crevice.
Yeah, don't do that. Terrafly 1 is going to activate because it's still furious at Chimera. It is going to acid spittle at you. 16 versus evasion.
Yep.
All right. That does 3 energy damage and makes you shredded.
Okay. Give me a sec.
So it should only do 1 energy damage to you because of your armor.
Not looking good, but still kicking at least.
All right. And then it is going to rake its claws against you. 23 versus evasion.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. That'll do 6 kinetic.
I think I'm on death's door. Just structure damage door.
According to, aren't you down to 0?
Oh yeah, I can do math. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I am down to 0.
All right. So that's
Scratch your paint
0
job,
HP.
man.
yeah.
scratch
Roll
the
that paint job.
You know, if I get one good roll this combat, please let it be this at least. And I set this to 4.
All right.
All right.
-1 structure chimera. Go ahead and roll that roll.
I will do
Yeah,
just
roll.
that. D6. Please give me something good. 1. Shit.
It's actually 2d6 because you've lost 2 structure now.
Yeah, you're right, but it doesn't matter. 1's the worst of the 2.
No, you could get 2 1s.
This much is true.
All right. Thank God.
It was a 2. So, just the 1.
Okay. So, because you have 2 structure remaining, you must now pass a hull check.
All right. Hull check is, I got 2 on hull, so that's promising. 14.
Oh, God. As soon as you said that's promising, in the back of my head, it was going, oh my God, he's going to roll a 1 now.
I know. I
Stop
invoked.
saying things like that.
I invoked the R&D gods by saying that, but I need my comfort.
Okay. You are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, but I'm full of health
But
again,
you
please.
go back up to full.
This has not been a good fight.
No, it's not.
It's been rough for you and Orion, man.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
Your turn.
all right. That is Terrafly 1's turn. Who wants to activate next?
All right, I'll go because I don't think the others are a threat, and I can at least put lock on and Terrafly 1. So, first of all, I'm actually going to move next to Chimera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to lock on Terrafly 1.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to bolster Chimera. I can lock on someone else. So sure. Let's lock on Terrafly 6 just in case they attack us.
Okay.
And Terrafly 1, the first lock on is also. Okay. That's it for me. I'm not invisible this time.
Okay, makes sense to me. And the Nempax that bursts out of the ground, just like gets up. Like now that it's on solid ground, it like shakes as like dust and rubble kind of like fall off of it from baking through the kind of like the asphalt of the road, and it looks at all of you. And it like seems to be like putting its head up in the air like it's trying to listen for something, and just roars this loud kind of like trilly roar. It's like way higher pitched than you expected it to be. And then it starts to run at full speed around the corner and in the same direction
Phew.
that its other packmate went.
Interesting.
All right, who wants to activate next?
Do we hit a new round?
No, Rock and Chimera are the two left in this round.
Didn't I already activate and shoot Terrafly 1?
Yeah, that was the end of last round.
Was
Yeah.
that really? God, I'm
Yep.
losing track of these. I'm tired.
That's okay. This is the end.
All right. Then I guess I'll activate if you don't care. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna be spending all of my time.
He's stunned
spinning out.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll protocol to crack shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a lock on.
Oh, do I? Well, there's like extra accuracy, but I natural 20'd. So that it triggers my
max
brutal.
damage.
Give me your rolls, Jay. Give me
Also-
your rolls.
Also, he's shredded,
Fucking-
so he doesn't benefit from it, so he takes the full damage.
You guys are killing me here. You didn't even let me say all my stuff.
Oh, sorry. Please.
Please go ahead.
Whatever. He'll take 7 damage then.
All right. Yeah, it does maximum possible damage when you roll a 20 on your die for the attack because of your brutal ability. All right. And yeah, as it just kind of pierces through the Terrafly, floating and like hovering around Chimera, trying to one bug swarm her. You just disconnect the top and the bottom segment of the bug, and it falls to the ground as just black ooze. The black
Hooray.
acidy ooze starts eating into the ground in front of Chimera.
Okay.
All right. And at the end of that, I assume at this point you've all determined to try and not get in the way of the other creatures unless they show hostility.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And over the course of the next minute, you see even more Terraflies start to like basically in 2s and 3s and 4s and 2s at a time come out of that ruined building. To the south, a third Nempak comes out by the fissure that Rock put his beacon inside of, and starts to come up to the intersection to also round the corner and head west. They don't seem like they don't hate you. The Nempak, when he crosses the intersection, looks at you all with the eyes of like it wishes it could be attacking you, but it's distracted by something else, and kind of in the way of like a predator that's like, I'll get you a different day, prey. Like walks past you and also heads west. So you don't know why they're not taking advantage of you guys being here, but something is inexorably drawing them west. And what do you do during this 20-30 minutes that Torsay has bought you? What are you guys doing in the city?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we're probably retreating back to the ship to get away from these things.
Okay, you're going to the ship then.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say as well.
Do we know we have 20 or 30 minutes?
That's what
told us.
Torsay estimated, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I also agree. Let's go back to the ship, regroup, and kind of figure out, our next plan of attack.
All right,
20,
and
30 minutes. Get
And at the end of that, having fought off the sudden surprise of giant alien creatures that have swarmed and made nests and kind of territory out of this abandoned city, you survived. You made it out. You fought off the few that came out early and were able to get away when the rest of the swarm started to emerge. The pilots are going to make their way back to the DBC to collect their thoughts and think about what they want to do next. And that is where we will pick up in the next session.
Phew.
Nice.
Well, if anything, we got some experience using our new stuff.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see what's really going on this planet in the next few episodes. We'll see you then.
Later.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.